Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajua. So yesterday I was home minding my own business when I received a message from a friend, clicked on it immediately and realized there was a link to a fragrance, a brand new fragrance from the brand Amaf that has been launched. So I was so excited, but as soon as I looked at the bottle for this particular fragrance, I was like, Queen of Silk. However, the notes are different and I don't think it is inspired by Queen of Silk just because the color gives me vibe of the same package for Queen of Silk, but I think it is an entirely different fragrance and I'm here to know what it's even about. But Amaf is out as part of their Club de Nuit line, one of the premium lines when it comes to any Middle Eastern brand from what I have tested. I think the Club de Nuit line is a very premium one, and there's now the Club de Nuit MALEKA. This has the following notes. There is lychee, there is bergamot, there is pink pepper at the top, there is orris in the middle, ambroxan, praline, and then sandalwood. It didn't necessarily ring any bell. I mean, when lychee is mentioned, a lot of people normally would go to the Lena and the likes, but with this, I don't think, I think Amaf Club de Nuit line has the Imperial, which is already the Delina-esque, so I'm not going to jump into conclusion and think it is another Delina. I don't think it is, I don't think it is. Although the bottle immediately gave me Queen of Silk sort of thing, but I think the notes are throwing me off a bit, so I'm not going to speculate. However, this is quite an exciting one. I'm not sure if it is another dupe or a brand new creation from their own brand, I'm excited about it, but I'm also a bit, I don't know, I'm just keeping fingers crossed that it's something different and not redundant. I'm just hoping it is not redundant. So there's this very new Club de Nuit. I don't think it is out on the market yet, but I'm looking out for it. Club de Nuit MALEKA. So Paris Corner, I was already compiling a list for my hot new releases when this message came, but I wanted to introduce this one first. But there is a lot and lots of Paris Corner releases from the Emir line, Pandora Saints, every single line under Paris Corner is bringing out something. I think on their Instagram, they have some 3 new ones that are out, but there's a lot more. These ones, I was able to gather them because they are already being sold. So let me just draw them to your attention because I haven't heard anyone mentioning them anywhere. So when it comes to the Ministry of Oud line, I think it's also one of the premium lines under Paris Corner, the Ministry of Oud. Under the same line, they have 4 brand new fragrances, which when I found out what they are inspired by, I wasn't really blown away by that because I felt a lot of them are really already saturated in the market, so it didn't really, I was not moved by them. However, I think there is just one of them that I'm super excited about, and that is the first one I'm going to start with when it comes to Paris Corner, and this is known as Ministry of Oud Romance Riviera. So this apparently is inspired by Ella Anniversary by Zejov, and all the fragrances here are from this line are supposedly a twist of their own with the original DNA. So this is Oud Romance Riviera. I love how the bottle is just pretty, just a very pretty premium looking bottle with very intricate details. So this is supposedly inspired by Zejov's Ella Anniversary, but with their own twist. I'm not sure the notes about this, but that is what I was able to gather. Under the same Ministry of Oud line, there's going to be Gladiator's Oath, which is supposedly inspired by silky woods from Goldfield Bag. I think I mentioned some while ago that Fragrance World, F.A. Paris, has one of those silky woods inspired by fragrances launch, but I'm yet to even see it on the market. I think one of my major issues with Fragrance World is that they give launches, but they are quite hard to come by until months and months later. Their distribution is quite, some way, so that is it. But in this case, I believe we will see, a lot of us will see these ones from Paris Corner earlier than the ones from Fragrance World. So if you're on the market for an inspired by fragrance of Goldfield and Banks Silky Woods, you might want to go with Gladiator's oath. The next one here is also a very overly done. I think Paris Corner even have their own Huria, which is known to be inspired by Oud Maracuya, and there's also this Maestro Symphony that is also inspired by Oud Maracuya. So Paris Corner has about 2 or 3 Oud Maracuya inspired by fragrances at this point, and the latest is the Maestro's Symphony. The bottles are beautiful, but I don't think they are adding it says with a twist though, but I mean, even with a twist, it's still going to remind you of the same thing. The next one is also going to be a fragrance. I'm not too sure I want any bottle I want a bottle of this, because it's inspired by Gris Chanel with a twist, and this is known as Oud Beyond the Wall. Oud Beyond the Wall. So it's with its own twist. I'm thinking probably they took these DNAs and added the oud to it, probably because it's another Ministry of Oud line. No, but there could be no oud in some of these fragrances. Maybe you guys bears the name oud, but sometimes it happens. They bear the name oud, but they don't have an ounce of oud in them. So there is Oud Beyond the Wall, which is reportedly inspired by Gris Chanel by BDK. So there is Nile Whispers. That is a very beautiful name. Nile Whispers. And this is also under the Ministry of Oud line. And this, I couldn't find what it is inspired by, but apparently it has some citruses, some woods, and then some vanilla. It is reported to be one of those citrus vanillas for summer. So we have Nile Whispers under the Ministry of Oud line. Aside this Ministry of Oud line, there is also the Reham line, and it includes 3 fragrances. So there is Rose Petals, which is also going to be an interpretation of Chloe Luminous with a twist. I think all of them are coming with a twist. So Rose Petals with the pink bottle is going to be an inspired by version of Chloe Luminous with a twist. There's also going to be Vanilla Mood, which I'm tempted to get because I've seen one of my vendors having this one. But it is supposedly or apparently inspired by Vanilla Sex, which I have Say by Latafa, and I recently tested and have a decant of Sensual Vanilla, and I think I enjoy it a lot more. I don't know what kind of twist they have included in this particular Vanilla Mood. I'm tempted to buy it, but I'm also trying to hold off to see how it goes, But there is Vanilla Mood, known to be inspired by Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex. So if you're interested, because it says it comes with a twist, so probably it's not going to be 100% Vanilla Sex, but yeah, so there is that. And then the third or the last one in this Reham line is going to be Wild Mineral. For this, I don't know why they call it Wild Mineral with the bottle blue and everything, when it's supposed to be a dupe or an inspired by version of Valentina's Born in Roma, which is like a very feminine fragrance. So why would they put it in a masculine looking bottle, with the color being blue instead of something pink or something a lot more feminine? But they have Wild Mineral, supposedly inspired by Born in Roma with a twist, So these are 9 fragrances I wanted to bring to your attention in this video. And the one I'm most excited about is going to be the one from Amaf, the Club de Nuit MALEKA. I'm not sure, it's like a gamble, as to what it's inspired by, because we don't know. I don't think it is Queen of Silk. I also don't think it is the Delina-esque, I don't know. I'm waiting to be wild or excited about this particular fragrance. The other one that sort of makes me a little more happy about any other launch is going to be the Ella anniversary from Zerjov, inspired by from Paris Corner, known as Romance Riviera, Oud Romance. Aside that, all the others, it looks like they are already on the market. So yeah, those 2 are the only one I would like to try out of the 9 that I'm speaking about today. And that is going to be for today. And I hope this video found you well. So please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.